What's up, y'all? So I'm coming to y'all with another stock this time. Not necessarily a chart breakdown, but just kind of my top watch for the week. And this time we have Micron, the ticker is MU. It's a semiconductor company similar to AMD, Nvidia, AVGO, Intel, these kind of names. And the reason why it's a top watch for me is because they have earnings on Wednesday, right? Earnings coming up on Wednesday. And given earnings on Wednesday, we have to take into account something very important that happened with them last week, which is what I have. If you look at the bottom right of my screen, it'll be right here around where, my cursor's kind of shaking this article right here, right? They just received a $6.14 billion contract for direct funding from the government under the Chips and Science Act, which just make sure that all the companies in the U.S. are competitive and that we're not relying on one company for semiconductor production, right? So, given the $6.14 billion contract and earnings coming up on Wednesday, I think honestly that this is going to be a stock that has the potential to pop very hard if things go well, right? Now, from Friday to Monday, from Friday till today, another thing to look at is okay, we have a resistance that's been holding for about a month. So, November 12th, it kind of gapped down, then it hit 95, been trading in this range, fake out right here, came back down, traded back down to 95, traded kind of sideways right here, got right to 105, traded right back down, and then right after this, what do we get? A gap up above a 1 month resistance. So to me, that means that people are looking to buy more to the upside. And as you can see, if you just played this today, you could have got a 105 to about a 111 move, which on Micron would have been a great play today if you just play options for today. Now, if this thing has a decent beat on earnings, and we see a gap above this 114 level, oh, you're going to want to get in because this 114 level has been holding for about 3 months now. As you can see, the bigger range is 114 to 95, right? But this 114 level is a strong resistance. You see one touch, two touch, not really a touch, but three touch. So you can say like a 3.5 touch. If earnings happens and we get a decent beat plus decent guidance on this, and you see this gap above this level right here, this 3 month resistance, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to get in because it's gonna move higher to the upside. And I'm talking 125 to 130. Now, don't just listen to me, right? Do your own research, make your own plays. I'm not responsible for any money that you put into the market, but I'm just telling you what I see. Recently, we've gapped up above a 1 month resistance and we got 3 points below a 3 month resistance that's been holding. We have some catalysts coming up in the earnings on Wednesday, and the earnings is not going to necessarily take into account this 6.14 billion, or I don't know how much is going to be included, or where their cutoff date was for putting things into the report. However, with this 6.41 billion, that should give us some extra guidance for the next quarter. How much of this 6.14 billion is going to be guidance to the next quarter, right? And with that information, I think that's what's going to push us up above this 114 area right here. And like I'm telling you, if this 3 month resistance breaks, I think we're going to see a stronger move to the upside to about 125 around here, and then 130 next. Now, if 130 breaks, good lord, we're going to have a movement to here about 137-ish. Then next is about here, about 145, and then if that breaks, we're off to the races. So just pay attention to Micron. See what it does after earnings because I'm telling you there is potential for a big move to the upside here.